Disabled man and his wife meet the woman that they call their hero after he nearly drowned in a valley canal. And she was the only one who heard his cries for help and came to his rescue.
He had made sure that I was okay and then just disappeared.
Carrie Hendricks calls 72-year-old Pat his angel, and he may be right.
God have a way of bringing everybody together.
Hendricks was riding his scooter along a Mesa canal when he dropped something, bent down to pick it up, and the next thing you know, Carrie's scooter was in the canal and he was in trouble.
I'd gone outside to trim some grass around the front of the house, and I heard somebody hollering, "Help me, help me."
Just about gave up.
All I saw was his head and one arm. I said, "Are you all right?" He says, "No."
Giving it all she's got, Pat was able to pull Carrie to safety.
I really appreciate it.
After Pat saved Hendricks' life, she went home. Today, she and Carrie and their families met for the first time.
Hey, thank you.
You're welcome.
It could have been that way.
Thank you, for your mom.
Your mother is amazing.
I love you, Pat. You gave me my life back to me and my family. If it wasn't for you, my wife would be planning a funeral.
Wow. The two families now share a special bond. As for Pat, she says she didn't do anything that anyone else wouldn't have done. Maybe. She was in the right place at the right time, she says.
He's back. Welcome back. A paralyzed man who gets around on an electric scooter accidentally lands in a Mesa canal.
So
remember the story?
Scary, I do, yeah. That man pulled out by a quick reacting woman who lived nearby. The man and his rescuer reunite for the first time today.
And Kristen is live from the canal with her story. Kristen?
You guys, this is such an incredible story. I am here with Carrie Hendricks. I'm here with Pat, who Carrie now sees as his hero. So I want to.
She is my hero. She is.
She is.
My angel.
I want to share with our viewers your story. So Carrie, why don't you just set the stage with us? What happened a few days ago?
Well, on the 18th, I came out and I was coming to the canal. We can use this here right here for an example. Okay. My chair, I had dropped a dime or something on the floor and on the ground. And you know, I'm a penny pincher, so. And I went to grab the dime with my left hand. Meanwhile, my chair was in motion.
Yeah.
And before I realized it, I was off into that water. See, a lot of people don't think that water is deep.
Yeah.
It's deep, it's nasty. You know what I mean? Just don't swallow the water, you know. But anyway, I was in there for half an hour. Oh. As my chair was sinking, I had grabbed the top of my flag off my chair and I was holding on, pushing it down on the ground. There was no kind of way that I can grip up on the side because the side was too hot.
Okay, so you're thinking, oh my gosh, I might lose my life.
It just about got there. But some told me to call out, you know, call out and say help, you know, the position that you was in. I called it out, but it seemed like when I was down there calling out, some people was fixing on something, and it's like they got louder when I got louder. So I just about gave up, you know.
And then how does Pat come into the picture?
Well, Pat came into the picture.
Here, Pat, why don't you tell us what happened from your point of view?
I'd gone outside to trim some grass around the front of the house, and I heard somebody hollering, "Help me, help me." And I thought, what the heck? And I heard the noise of pounding and everything, and finally I said, well, I'm going to go check it out. And it sounded like it was coming from down here, so I came down and I saw him all I saw was his head and one arm.
Wow.
Up coming out of the canal. And
so what'd you do?
I said, "Are you all right?" He says, "No." He says, "I can't hang on much longer." And I said, "Well, you're going to have to, because I got to go down and come back."
Yeah.
Yeah. She went
on this side.
She went down and she went down over that bridge down there and came back.
Yeah.
And look, I darn near pulled her in the water a couple of times.
Yeah.
You know, she scooted down, and she said, well, you can come downhill and get up down here. I said, I can't make it because I've been half an hour struggling. And meanwhile, while I was telling her that, I was getting tired.
Yeah, and I know Mesa Fire is here, and they came and eventually helped out, and you're fine, and your family's here as well. And this is just incredible because, lastly, we have to go, but tell us what you want to say to Pat today.
I love you, Pat. You know, you gave me my life back to me and my family. If it wasn't for you, my wife would be planning a funeral.
Oh.
But she haven't.
Well, that didn't happen, did it?
No. But she thought something was wrong. You know, the time frame that I was going.
Us women have intuition.
Yeah, well,
I'm going to let you guys talk, and I know you have a lot to share and catch up with, and thank you for sharing your story with us. You guys, this is incredible. For more on their story, you can join us tonight on the evening shows here on Fox 10, but just incredible. Let them into this moment.
That was so amazing to see what gratitude he has for her, both of them.
She is a wonderful person.
Yeah. Wow.
Beth is up.